Okay, guys, welcome back to Journey to Baby Jordan. I'm gonna explain this paper because I know it looks like it's everywhere. So this is the ovulation test for November for this cycle. I have over here my cycle day, the dates, if we baby danced, with the try to put the time over here that I took them, and my temperature. Okay, so if you see all this, I know it looks like a lot, but I was literally trying to be as precise as I possibly could. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. So if you look here on the 15th, I took several of them and I did it also on the 16th. I watched a video of a young lady saying that she kept taking like several ovulation tests throughout the day because you have to go from when you get your, from when your ovulation test is positive. That's when you start, for your, I believe it's 12 to 36 hours that you have for your egg. So I thought about the same thing. I said, I'm going to test several times because I want to be able to catch, this also. So on cycle 13, you will see that here I started seeing that the colors, started to match. So I'm like, okay, so I know it's starting to get there. I put almost. So at 10:30, it was definitely getting dark. At 1:45, I was there. I felt like I was already there at 10:30, but for sure at 1:45. And then at 6 p.m., you see how it is. So this all these start to go into the 16th. But the 15th, it started getting there. The 16th, it literally pulled on up. Now, okay, yeah, the cycle day 12 was the 15th. Cycle day 13th. So, okay, yeah, these were the 15th. So, cycle day the 13th is when these started um, getting high. And it was getting high in the middle of the day. So, let me look right here. So this is what looks like the first six on the 16th, cycle day 13. So if I had just went off of this one, I would assumed that starting on cycle day 14 is when I would have ovulated. But technically I started ovulating on the 13th. And on the 14th, you can see it did, it was still high, but it technically did start on the 13th of my cycle. So I said that's what I was going to start to do is when I get to the 12th or the 13th, go ahead and start taking multiple tests so that I could kind of keep track of when my surge actually does go up, because I think that's had been a lot of my problem is that I was just taking one in the AM and one in the PM. And the only thing you're going to catch is, pretty much the PM if it wasn't like that in the AM. So I said, that's what I'm going to do for this cycle. And I'm kind of glad I did because I would have just literally, it would have been that night, I would have been like, okay, it's going up. But truth be told, it did not start going up on the 14th. It was going up on the 13th. So that's when I would have had to have started my time, not on the 13th at night and not on the 14th in the AM. So I wanted to definitely make sure I was taking the time to show you guys this, in which, it still was in, I would have caught it at night. But let me show you guys this. Okay, the 16th. This was the 6 p.m. right here, okay? This was the 6 p.m. one. So this would have been at the time that I would have caught it when I had already had these two right here getting up there. You see what I'm saying? I feel like by me doing this, I learned a little bit more about my body and my cycle that And I'm not sure exactly how it does with pregnancy tests throughout the day. I haven't just been taking, a pregnancy test every 4 to 6 hours, to see how they would progress, being pregnant. But with the ovulation test, I definitely think if you have enough tests, and it's not bothering you too much mentally, that it would help you, to understand a little bit. Because if you're going off hours here, say that you only have it was only 15 hours that you could really meet the egg. It wasn't even the whole time. So my time started, earlier. I wouldn't have caught, that's hours going by right there. So I'm just showing this video for anyone, who may think it's interesting that, if you do it throughout the day, you can actually catch your peak, instead of the first in the AM and at the PM, because that's how I have been doing it. And so I appreciate the lady who put the video out, because I was able to keep track of everything and how everything went by actually doing it this way and see my peak and how everything was. So I hope this was able to help some lady out there. I'm not going to hold you guys up. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Baby, that's to everyone.